I have personally learned a lot about alpha males over the years, including how they function, why they act the way they do, and what attracts women to them. And once you start to comprehend these concepts, you should be able to apply parts of them to your own life and alter your routine to produce greater outcomes. Having said that, let's get straight to it. First place. Alpha males tend to be secretive. You can never really know how an alpha man feels about you, which is one of the weirdest things I've ever discovered about them. Not knowing whether a guy likes them is something that drives girls crazy. And because they hardly ever express their feelings for someone, alpha males have this game under control. In a sense, the cat cannot be put back in the bag. The fact that so many things in life involve a struggle for power is one of the most crucial lessons I've ever learned. And it's a bit of a harsh perspective. However, the one in power is the one who needs the other person less. Not only in interpersonal relationships but in pretty much everything. Therefore, by openly telling a female that you like her, you have essentially ceded your control and mystery by keeping your sentiments a secret. You can never be really clear if an alpha male likes you because they keep you guessing. This is particularly potent when it comes to women, since they constantly want to chase and pursue the mysterious or unreliable guy who doesn't make it clear that he likes them. You might occasionally run into the most attractive girl while you're out in public. You would never genuinely want to tell her that you believe she is the most beautiful female you have ever seen in your entire life. Even in long-term relationships, you should always act a little distant or enigmatic to keep your partner wondering about your true feelings for them. Instead of telling a girl how you feel right away, it could be a good idea to keep your feelings to yourself. Second place. Masculine alpha self-validation. Have you ever wondered how the proverbial vehicle you drive is a good indicator of the size of other things you own came to be? Girls will gaze at guys who drive exceptionally excellent cars. According to a proverb that was originally first used by women a long time ago, the car the man is now driving will lead them to believe that he is making up for something. The truth is that, as males, we do attempt to make up for our lack of charm, charisma, or attractiveness with material possessions like a particularly fine or fast car. We frequently do that, albeit I'm not really sure why. The first thing a female would wonder to herself when she sees a man driving an extremely dazzling car is, what is he making up for? Validation seeking, whether it takes the shape of attracting girls' attention or even just attempting to win over everyone else, is something that all guys battle with. One of the oddest things I ever discovered about alpha guys is that they have something that resembles the tiny reactor that is in Tony Stark's chest. Although it seems strange, the analogy is entirely appropriate. One of the reasons alpha males are so good at what they do is that they genuinely do not require approval from others and possess internal resources that are essentially akin to a self-validating reactor. Simply put, alpha males don't give a damn if others like them or not. They don't let other people's viewpoints to influence them. The ability to self-validate is actually reflected in everything they do. Instead of thinking, is this going to offend someone? Instead, they ask themselves, will I laugh at this or will I feel uncomfortable? Rather than becoming preoccupied with what others are thinking. Are they having fun or are they content with their circumstances? Natural alpha males appear to have the capacity to disregard what other people may think of their actions. As a result, they always ask themselves, what do I think about this? Every time they act or speak. The third. Male alphas act any way they choose. Guys who are viewed as alpha males prefer to do as they like and don't seek others for permission, which is one of the biggest contrasts between them and men who are not. A normal alpha male is in charge of his own life and will direct it in the way he thinks fit. None of us want to be the guy who has to seek for permission to use the restroom or to take a day off from work. Alpha guys behave in a way where they don't need to get someone's consent before speaking. Because alpha males don't wait for permission to move, whether it's with a girl, how they choose to make money, or in any other area of life. Girls tend to chase after them. There is an adage that the word gets out early. Those that jumped on a trend early are the ones who profit the most from it. And the earlier you can start in life, the better. This holds true for just about everything. And if you want to get in early, you have to be the man who acts independently. Or who doesn't ask others for permission. You must be the man who takes the initiative, makes the audacious choices, and pursues his goals. The fourth. Alpha males never allow their feelings to dictate their behavior. How often have we wanted to yell at the driver who just cut us off on the street? How many times have we been offended by someone's insulting remarks? The ability of alpha males to distinguish between their sentiments and acts is one of the most essential and bizarre things I have ever discovered about them. Imagine if our previous president had made the decision to simply press the nuclear button whenever the news reported negatively about him. That probably wouldn't rank as the best choice he's ever made, as opposed to just tweeting about it. Separating one's actions from one's emotions is one of the most important traits of an alpha man, and one that all males should continually work to achieve. Purely emotional behavior is not often regarded as a manly attribute. And when we make significant judgments while under the influence of strong emotions, excellent consequences or outcomes rarely happen. A key component of keeping a masculine frame is keeping your emotions apart from your actions. One of my favorite ways to approach this is to picture your skull as a circular plate with a small steel ball perched on top. In order to get our ball to bounce off the plate in life, people in various situations will pull and shake it non-stop, because it is most balanced and in the strongest position in the middle of the plate. Alpha males are naturally quite good at keeping their ball there. We must actively keep the steel ball centered in the middle of the plate, where it is calm and powerful, whenever we become enraged. Whether it is because a girl teases us, or because our dog won't listen. A man who is unable to regulate his emotions is weak and highly erratic. In the wrong circumstance, acting on your emotions could easily lead to the destruction of everything you fought so hard to achieve. Although stereotyped alpha males receive a lot of criticism, there are numerous lessons to be gained from the way these men behave. And if you want to develop a successful plan in any situation, you should learn as much as you can from other people's approaches. Utilize those in your plan, and then ignore the rest that don't pertain to you. The best performing males, whether it be with girls or anything else, people who mimic the tactics of other guys in life, word for word, and deed for action, are not successful. Men who combine elements of several methods or knowledge sources to create a strategy that eventually works best for them are the ones that achieve the best results. One of the finest methods to start developing the approach that will work best for you, or to take the good and eliminate the terrible, is to borrow some of the greatest pearls of wisdom from the so-called alpha male. These are some of the most bizarre things I've ever discovered regarding alpha males and how they actually behave. I am aware that it is simple for us to despise these men who perfectly fit the stereotype. But at the end of the day, it would be better if we asked ourselves, what can we learn from them, rather than hating them? Having said that, until next time, I appreciate your time.